Hey everybody, hopefully you're all setting up to have a good President's Day weekend. I've got a lot of parts to put on my truck, so hopefully it goes well. I wish it was to start it, but since I screwed up that power steering pump, that kind of blew that plan up in my face. So I'm working on my doors, getting them all set up. Let me show you what I've been working on and doing. So I took my door, set it up here. I've kind of started painting it, sanding it down with 10,000 grit or 1,000 grit. That'd be impressive if it was 10,000. I went and I got some aluminum backed roof flashing is what I got to try and get in there. And I think it's deadened it quite a bit. If you decide to use this stuff, you got to heat it up so it'll stick, and it will stick to everything. Mainly your hands, better than it does to this. But I got that on the inside. I'll show. So this is the roll of stuff that I got. It was 14 bucks, and this is 60 mil. The kill mat is 80 mil. But a lot of what I read just said you're trying to get rid of the resonance that exists when the door or whatever you're trying to deaden. You're trying to get rid of that resonance in the metal. So I've got that down in there. I'll show you why that tool's there in a second. But right here I got a mess from heck because I tore my vent window apart. That was a little more involved than I had planned. You've got to you got to drill out a rivet. Make sure you order rivets before you get it all pulled apart, because you're not able to get the rubber into this outer piece with this in there. So you got to pull all that apart. Flat washer, bushing. The other side, there's I think 2 flat washers. They're kind of squared like that. Spring, so flat washer, spring, another flat washer, and then the bolt on there. So I'm gonna paint that all up black, put the rubber back in here. LMC doesn't send a rubber outer piece for the glass. So I'm hoping to make some out of this junk. I don't know if it'll be too thick, but we'll see. If you YouTube rebuild 1951 Chevy vent window, there's a really good video on how to do that. The guy did a really, really good job. So that's where I'm at with this guy. And right now, focus. I'm trying to get this piece of rubber out of here, and this thing is baked. So it's not coming out very well. I'm gonna have to dump it all out of the inside of this door after I get done. That's why this hook tool's here, to try and hook it, but it doesn't want to come out. So I'm interested to see how putting that other piece of rubber in is gonna work. But I also have a piece that is supposed to clip on this other side. We'll see how that goes. But I've got, so the vent window goes here, glass there. I still need to clean these two. I've got the 2 trucks, so I gotta polish that up and get it painted gray. Also, I think I'm planning on building, eventually I'll build a whole door panel and cover all of this, because that speaker hole, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It didn't ever run any speaker wires that I can see. So I don't know why they drilled a hole in it, but we'll see. So I will continue working on this still. So that is busy drying. It's not very warm out here, so it's gonna take all night. But I found this piece, the felt piece. I got the piece of rubber inside of that. But I was trying to figure out where this guy lived. And at first I was trying to take it and make it live right up under there. That's not where it goes. It goes right here, but it's connected to this. So that was on right like that, but there's some big friggin' staples in there. I'm not gonna do that. I think there's some polybutyl or something on the back of this that should glue it down to it. So I'll pull the staples out. So I've been pretty busy. I got my glass in. The window will, that's going way too far up. The window will roll up and down, which is a plus. I got this inner piece all trimmed up. I've got to get the right screws for it. I still need to get sheet metal screws for the vent. I need to put the little piece that goes in right there. I've got to drill through. You can't really see. See if I can get in there close enough. Trust me, there's some holes there. I've got to put rivets back in there. But got this Weatherstrip glued on. It does not look good. Somebody today said, I hope you're doing the passenger side first. The other one will look better. But I put this strip on the first time and I did it backwards, I believe, because I think this strip right here, now this goes the other way. No, must go that way. But that lays right down in there and it'll be able to pinch this back side. This top doesn't have as much of a ridge as that bottom side. The stuff from LMC looks a lot different than the stuff from Brothers. I watched the video on Brothers and this strip does not look remotely the same. That one's got like two little ridges. But I got all that in. When I get this all screwed in, I'll cut this top piece and then I can get my window all the way up. Stuff down in there, it doesn't have that tinny sound that it used to. So I am pretty happy tonight. We'll see how all this stuff finishes. Gluing up, getting in these corners right here has been a pain. Trying to get that to lay in tight. I don't want it to fall off on me. But again, I feel like I had a win, which is good. I got my power steering pump today, but it rained 3/4 of an inch. So no going outside for that. But BYU beat Baylor today. That is awesome. Go Cougs. Thanks again, everybody, for subscribing, watching my videos. Hopefully some of this helps somebody. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm going to do the driver's door and show how I did the vent window. I learned a few things with that. If you got questions, let me know. Thanks again.